Today we're at Lilyarra Artisan Cheese, Shady Grove at Macclesfield, so just a short distance away from the market as usual. And we're going to have a chat to Gerard and learn about his amazing cheese products that he has on offer at the Wollonga Farmers Market. So Gerard, thank you very much for welcoming us into your production facility today. It's great to have you here. You're a relatively new stall holder to the Wollonga Farmers Market.
Yep.
Love to hear a little bit more about Lilyarra cheese and your story.
I first started cheese making in Ireland. I lived in Ireland for quite a long time. I first started making raw milk cheeses, and when I moved back to Australia, I did some further training with the National College of Dairy Education on farmhouse cheese making and cheese cultures. You know, the attention to detail in making sure that when you taste the cheese, you just go, oh my God, that's so good. The property where I am now, I call it Lilyarra Farm. I grow
So you've got your little piece of Victoria with you, but certainly making it very South Australian. I know you said your milk is sourced just 300 metres down the road.
Yeah, it's not just about the quality of the milk, it's about the care of the animals and making sure that the animals have a great life. One of the things that attracted me to Shady Grove Dairy is that they're great care of their animals, the way they look after it. They milk only about 30-40% of the herd. Bucks are kept elsewhere just for the healthy management of the herd. The herd that's there are a mix of old and young, girls that aren't yet milking, which will often come down to the milking shed and wander around and pretend that they're part of it. You know, it's a family group, and the older ones that are past their milking age are kept on.
Not just for convenience, it's also just about that.
Absolutely.
The animal management and the quality of the product that you're then able to deliver to us at the market, which is just fantastic. And we've got some cheese here that's just screaming, eat me, try me. So
right.
I'm going to let you talk about your cheese.
Great. So we've got, first of all, we've got some fresh curds. So we've got just a plain goat curd. I say plain because it's just got no other flavouring in it, except for some salt to balance out the creaminess. And then, it's lovely and creamy. It's really mildly goaty. So there is that flavour in there, but it's in a balance of flavours. To me, if you taste a cheese and there's just one flavour that overpowers everything else, it's an unbalanced cheese. So there's creaminess, and there's a wonderful acidity to it. Goat cheese gets a great acidity.
So there must be a glass of wine to go with this as well.
Sauvignon Blanc with this, and Adelaide's Sauvignon Blanc, fantastic. Longview Vineyards just over here, and their Sauvignon Blanc goes fantastic with this. And that acidity, that lemoniness, just lent itself so well to mixing with fresh dill. So I do another one with fresh dill. And again, the dill's not a really strong flavour. There's a balance of flavours in. It does take that slight goaty edge off the cheese even more. And I get a lot of people sort of asking, they look at the cheese, the market, and they go, is it strong? And I say no. But if they have that, I can say, look, give this one a try, because of all these cheeses, it's the milder of all of them.
Customers that are coming to the market, they can look at the cheese and they can see you, but they can also taste the cheese.
Yeah, that's right.
So they can try before you buy, and don't just have to believe what you're saying and telling them. They can actually have the opportunity to taste the product, yours as well as all the other wonderful things that can be made up into a beautiful platter of market produce.
So then we've got a camembert style called white goat. I often get asked, is it all from white goats? And it's like, no, it's not. The white is a reference to the white mould that grows on the outside of it. And I make a French style camembert. Now, goat milk is not a traditional milk to make camembert style with. There are other French cheeses like Chabichou, that's the classic style. But I've chosen to make this style, but it has a lovely delicate rind. It's mildly flavoured. There's some extra sort of mushroomy characters that come into it, and it develops beautifully over time. But the great thing about goat camembert is you don't have to wait for it to get fully ripe, because there's a balance between, again, that acidity like you get in the curds, you get in that sort of chalky section through the middle, and it's a lovely balance to the creaminess that you get as it develops in the rest of it too. We have our Cosh Goa, which is an Irish farmhouse cheddar style. Now this is a recipe that I was parts taken from some of my learnings in Ireland. It's naturally rinded, which means it just gets salted and washed each week, and it develops that beautiful earthy character around the outside, which allows the cheese to breathe and just adds to the flavour of the cheese as well.
our very own international cheesemaker at the local farmers market.
So this wheel's actually about 12 months old. Usually they're about, I sell them at about 3 months, beautifully full age, but this one I thought, oh, I'll just check how it's going. This is a great opportunity. So, I can give you a taste of that one. And that's just got a wonderful, full cheddary aroma to it.
Oh, that is amazing. Oh, top stuff. So a customer would buy a wedge of that?
Usually, yeah, I do get some customers. Is that too big?
No, is that too big?
It's mild, but it's got that cheddariness to it. It's got that lovely finish.
So you have different styles of cheese at different times, or is
That's
it?
right.
Yeah.
So
It's not always going to be the same thing at your stall, I guess, for our customers to know that, you know, pop by, see what's new, taste something new.
as production increases, you can rind the semi-hards with different things, so that, you know, I can wash them with sweet wines. I can wash them with red wine, herbs. So I've made a red wine and rosemary before, and it takes on, because the cheese takes on flavours and aromas so easily. So it takes on those characters. You can rind it in peppercorns. So as you know, over the next couple of years, there will be different styles that I'll do. You can smoke them as well.
What a great visit. So we've learnt all about the cheese from Lilyarra, and now we've had a great visit with the goats. We've met the girls and the baby kids here. You'll find Lilyarra cheese at the Wollonga Farmers Market, and we're open every Saturday in Wollonga Town Square from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. I'd love to see you there, and so would Gerard, so we'll see you soon.